Good howdy, folks. I'm James Blackburn, filmmaker, actor, and adventure seeker. I live in the American Southwest, and I'm surrounded by breathtaking landscapes and endless possibilities. My passion? Capturing life's beauty through lens and screen. From Red Rock Canyons to Hollywood movie sets, I'm always on the move. Join me on my video adventures as I navigate the wilds of the entertainment industry and the great outdoors. Let's explore together. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes of the 9th annual backpacking trip into the wild and rugged Ojito wilderness. And joining me on this adventure is special guest star and professional photographer, Wendy Hayes. She's here not just to hike, but to also document the making of this episode, capturing the landscapes, the light, and all the moments in between. So pack up your gear, pour your coffee, and get ready, because we're heading into one of New Mexico's most remote and beautiful wilderness areas. Good howdy, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. Thanks a lot for tuning back in. Now today we're doing something slightly different. Normally when I do a backpacking video, I don't really show you the prep work that goes into it. A few times I've hinted at it, but really it's a lot of work to get ready to go and do a backpacking trip. As you can see on the table in front of me, I already got a lot of gear out here. I got my trusty backpack right here. Had this thing for 25 years. It's never failed me, and it's going with me again tomorrow to the Ojito wilderness. Other gear on here is stuff that I like to bring. You know, you got your cook pot, and inside here is this fuel and all that other good stuff. And you know, what good trip would be complete without headlampage? You need a headlamp to see out there at night, so I always bring this with me as well. And you know, there's a variety of other gear here. What I'm going to do is pack everything, and we might do a time lapse of that and just show you how much stuff goes into a backpack, even for an overnighter trip. All around me is other gear. It's going to be fun. So tune back tomorrow, because it's going to be the 9th annual Ojito Wilderness backpacking trip, and I'm super excited about it, so stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. And in case you're wondering why there's flashing light, we have a photographer in here, and there's a flash over there, and she's taking some photos to kind of show you guys what it looks like to a behind the scenes look at a James Blackburn experience. The night before, I prepped my gear, checking and rechecking, because once you're deep into the Ojito wilderness, there's no turning back. Well, there is turning back. It takes more time, and you want to make sure you're prepared and that you have everything you need to be safe. All right, folks. I have the backpack pretty much ready to go. You can see the tables cleared off. Everything behind me is organized. It's going to be an early morning tomorrow because we're trying to get to the parking lot. That means we're going to be out there about 5:30. Means I have to leave here 4 o'clock-ish. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up here, but tune back tomorrow because the Ojito wilderness is beautiful and awesome. Early the next morning, before the sun peaks over the horizon, we hit the road. The desert stretches out ahead, cool and quiet, promising adventure and a little bit of challenge. All right, good howdy, folks. We are out on the dirt road to the Ojito wilderness. It's really early, as you can tell. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. And the reason for that is because we wanted to get out here for the sunrise. You can see out the window here, the sun has still got a ways to go before it comes up, which is good because we want to be in place to photograph this awesome thing and videotape it when the time is right. So yeah, behind me in a different vehicle is the photographer. All right, this is awesome. I've been out in the Ojito overnight many times, but I'm already here and camping when it's dark. So this is really neat to be out here this early in the morning and just enjoying the nice cool air, because it's been hot in Albuquerque lately. So coming up here a little higher elevation, early morning before the sunrise, yeah.
tell it's definitely starting to get a little bit more light out. You know, the earlier video I had on the drive here was just the headlights. You couldn't see anything past that. And now you can see the sky and some of the mesa. So sunrise is not here yet, but it's getting closer every moment. This is an interesting section of the road because it goes through a little bit of a canyon here for a few minutes. And in the daytime, and even right now, it's a very beautiful spot. I love coming back to the Ojito wilderness. All right, she's coming alive. She's coming alive. I always stop here because right over here is the signage for the official Ojito Wilderness entrance here, basically. You can see my shadow on there because somebody's got their headlights on behind me, but yeah, there you go. Ojito Wilderness. We are close to the parking lot now, maybe a mile or two away, so super excited.
We arrived just before sunrise. We both immediately set up for a sunrise photo session, catching the first rays on the desert terrain. It's quiet, serene, and the kind of light that makes all the early morning prep worth it.
All right, folks, we made it to the parking lot. I got the backpack here ready to go. I'm going to be putting it on in just a minute. And then we're going to head down the trail over this way across the road. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning so far, and birds are singing, sun's starting to come up, and it's nice and cool out here, which I really, really enjoy. All right, the cactus are in bloom. Look how beautiful that is. That is awesome.
This is what I love about sharing these moments. The wilderness wakes up slowly, and you get to witness it with a lens, a moment at a time. From the trailhead, it's about a mile hike to our base camp. Along the way, we stop for more behind-the-scenes shots and the quiet beauty that only a wilderness hike can offer.
All right, folks, we are officially on the trail, and as I say in every video, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and we're about 50 steps into it. It's absolutely beautiful out here right now, and all these cactus are in full bloom. It's absolutely amazing to be out here and see all the flowers everywhere in the desert. You know, you think of the desert as sand and kind of harsh, but there's these delicate flowers growing on everything. It's absolutely amazing. I'm always blown away to come out here. Even after 9 years of being out here, I never get tired of it. It's a really beautiful spot. We're only about a quarter mile in, maybe at the most, but here in a minute comes up the first hoodoo rock, and I always stop and photograph that because it's the first hoodoo rock. But definitely a worthy stop to check out. All right, folks, continuing the journey. Every time I come out here, I've nicknamed a lot of the sections of the trails. This next piece here I call the beach because it reminds me of a sandy beach sort of area you'd see by the water, ocean or a lake or something, but especially right up here. See that sandy mesa there? And then right past this is the wave here in just a couple minutes. But yeah, check out this sand here. It's like sand dunes. It's pretty awesome. There's our shadows. We got the long legs going. All right. Right after the beach is an area I've nicknamed the wave. And I've called it the wave online enough that I've noticed other people have started to refer to it as that as well. The lighting is not optimum on it right now, but when the sun hits this, it's such a beautiful rock with so many layers in it. Love it. I love this place. There you can kind of see some of the colors back there. Yeah, it's just a very unusual spot. All right, folks, so if you do want to come visit the Ojito and you don't want to do a long hike, this is only a half mile from the parking lot. And if you're here at the right time of day with the light on these rocks, it's absolutely stunning. Really is. This is an awesome spot. So we did a little photo shoot here by the wave. Now we're going to head down the trail and make some time for the Hoodoo Pines, which is about a half mile from here. All right, folks, along the trail on the way in, this is a section that I refer to as Mars. If you look beyond the plants, just at the rocks, it totally has that look and feel of the Martian planet in an area where it's pretty rocky. And I just love it. All these different color layers and everything.
By the time we reach base camp, the sun is climbing and the desert reveals both its majesty and its intensity. Each photograph, each step, reminds us that we're in a land shaped by millions of years of history.
We made it to the Hoodoo Pines. Over here to my left, I got the backpack off already. It's only 38 pounds today, so it doesn't feel as heavy as sometimes when I go out for multiple days, but it's still 38 pounds, so it's nice to get it off. Sun is up, it's a beautiful day. The hike in was always nice as usual. And then you can just see this amazing view here of the mesas off in the distance and some mountains. All right, I absolutely love this place. It's so weird, so unique, so different.
The Ojito Wilderness, a designated area in Sandoval County, was established in 2005 and protects nearly 12,000 acres of rugged terrain. It borders the Pueblo of Zia and preserves a landscape shaped over millions of years, from Jurassic-era fossils to ancient human artifacts. Here, you can find the remnants of the ancient Puebloans, Spanish explorers, and Navajo inhabitants who survived in this dry, water-scarce environment. The land is physically intimidating. Multicolored sandstone, terraces, box canyons, and dry creek beds. It's also a haven for unique vegetation like piñon, juniper, and even the lowest elevation stand of ponderosa pine in New Mexico. Visitors can hike, backpack, ride horses, and camp primitively, though you'll need to carry in all your water. The area is accessed via US 550 and County Road 906, with trailheads like Seismosaurus and Hoodoo Pines offering entry into this incredible wilderness. After several hours of shooting, Wendy decides to head back toward the trailhead. I walk with her to the halfway point, and we take a few experimental shots along the way. Moments where light and landscape meet in unexpected ways.
All right, folks, we hiked back out about a half mile to the wave area. You can see right here. We're going to do something kind of fun and experimental. will break the seal on this water. So we're not going to damage anything. It'll just dry up and go away, but it's going to be a really cool shot. So we're going to take this and a brush and we're going to make something awesome. All right, folks, here's the water, here's the brush, there's the rock. I'm going to break the seal on the water now. There you go. Fresh, clean water, fresh, clean brush. Let's see what we can do with this. It's readable, kind of. And the best penmanship, but just a little bit. A little bit of water, it's fading away really quick. I used some water and a brush to write the word awesome on the rock here. I just wanted you to see no lasting effect, no damage. It was just done for fun and nothing was harmed.
It's time to part ways. Wendy heads back, and I turn towards base camp once more, reflecting on the day so far.
All right, folks, I walked the photographer about halfway out, make sure she was okay with getting back to the car. That was a great day. Really thoroughly enjoyed the photo shoot and being out here in the Ojito wilderness. It's just awesome. I will admit though, it's a little hot right now. Like in the 90s potentially. And if it's not in the 90s yet, it will be soon. And I'm starting to question if I actually want to stay the night out here because of the heat. I know tonight it's going to be nice, but right now the heat's picking up, and in a couple hours it's going to be even hotter. So I'm heading back to camp now, where all my gear is at except for some water bottles I have with me, and we're going to go back, sit down in my camp chair in the shade, drink some water, have some snacks, and then I'll decide if I'm going to stay or go. I haven't set up any gear yet except my camp chair, so getting everything broken down and packed in the pack won't be hard. So we'll go back, sit in the shade, and then I'll decide if I'm staying the night or not. Half of me is tempted to go home to air conditioning because it is so hot out here, but it's still a beautiful day. And nice thing about a hot day in the desert, it probably means you're not going to have a lot of other hikers out here. I might have this place completely to myself. At least at the moment I do. I don't know about the rest of the day, but at the moment I'm out here alone in the beauty of the Ojito wilderness, and I'm enjoying every beautiful moment. All right, I did go backpacking about a month ago, and I really enjoyed that. It was so opposite of this. I'm at about 6,800 feet of elevation now. A month ago, I camped up over 10,000 feet every night, and it was cold and snowy. Today it's going to be in the 90s, dry, hot out here. It's a much different experience. And I believe I packed most of the gear that I need for my overnight out here. Forgot a couple things like my sunglasses, unfortunately. Heading back to camp, gonna take a break in the shade. Now that's what I'm talking about. Right there, something or another. All right, folks. Part of the reason for today to have a photographer with me is we wanted to show you a behind-the-scenes look at a James Blackburn experience. What does it take to organize and shoot one of these things and edit one of them? So as you notice throughout the video, I sprinkled some photographs of the behind-the-scenes moments taken by the photographer, whose name will be in the credits, as well as her website. Thank you very much for being part of it. A behind-the-scenes look at the making of a James Blackburn experience. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I do 99.9% of all the camera. I do 100% of the editing, and I do 100% of the storyline and the narration and stuff like that. So it's literally a one-man show. You have to be either a little crazy to do what I do, or you just have a calling, which I think I am a little bit crazy, but I also think I have a calling. I've been practically born with a camera in my hands, and I've been documenting my life on video and photographs since 1987, and plan to continue as life moves forward.
The heat is rising fast, already approaching the 90s. Base camp feels isolated, intense, and I have a decision to make. Should I stay or should I go? This is the reality of the Ojito wilderness. Beauty and challenge coexisting in every ridge and mesa. It's not just a test of endurance. It's an opportunity to connect with history, geology, and the wild spirit of New Mexico.
I don't know what kind of bird that was, but it keeps coming back and landing in the tree and being very vocal. I wonder if it has a nest nearby. Still over there somewhere. I hear it.
As I pack up and prepare to leave, I reflect on what makes the Ojito wilderness special. It's not just the scenery, or the fossils, or even the photographs. It's the sense of stepping back in time, walking in a place shaped by nature and history alike, and sharing that journey with friends, cameras, and an open mind. Every trip here reminds me why I keep coming back, for adventure, for discovery, and for the quiet moments that leave an impression long after the hike is over.
Good howdy, folks. Here I am, still in the Ojito wilderness, and it is getting hot out. Now, the prediction was a high of 85 today, but that's changed to about a high of 93. In a couple hours, it's going to be up at 93. So I've decided that I'm not going to stay the night. The reason being is there's going to be 9 hours of sunshine out here, and it's going to get hotter and hotter throughout the afternoon. I'm just going to be sitting in the shade doing nothing. I could be at home getting some work done, relaxing a bit in the air conditioning, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head out here in a little bit. Backpack is back here. I'm going to put it back together. I didn't set up a lot of gear, just my camp chair. I did dig into the pack and pull some drinks and snacks out, so I got to repack a few things. Other than that, I'm pretty much ready to go. So it's about 11:30, 11:35 now. I'm going to try to get that pack on my shoulders and start heading out by noon so I can beat out the really intense heat, because right now it's already kicking my butt. It really is.
All right, you can see like water's out, food bag is out, some of the wardrobe's out, a bag is out. So I got a few things to put away before I can get out of here. As well as over here I have different gear and a chair and drinks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to get all that stuff put away here in just a minute and head out before it gets even hotter, because I'll tell you what, it is toasty out here. It really, really is. I'm not complaining. It's just a safety issue with me in the heat. It doesn't sit well with me if I get overheated, because I've had heat stroke in the past. So it's better just to not push it too much, because I still do have a mile hike out of here. There is basically no shade on the way back. So it's time for me to pack up and start heading that way before it gets really, really hot. The journey of 1,000 miles continues with another single step and 1 mile out to the parking lot. Yes, yes, yes. Goodbye, Hoodoo Pines. See you next time, my friends. Thanks for having me out. Much, much appreciated. All right, Tim Burton tree. See you next time, my friend. This is an awesome place to come, and today is celebrating the 9th annual trip out here, but I'm sure there'll be a 10th annual next year as well. So come out, explore the Ojito wilderness, and enjoy some fine desert scenery. So yeah, at the wave again, and heading back to the truck. So about half mile back from here, and boy, it is hot. So hot. All right, back at the truck, about to climb in and head home safely. So good time. One thing I did notice is almost every one of these cactus here is covered in a few dozen, maybe a dozen, 2 dozen flowers. I mean, I've never seen them this full bloom before. It's really awesome.
Thanks for joining me on this behind-the-scenes journey into the Ojito wilderness. Until next time, keep exploring, keep photographing, and keep experiencing the wild beauty of the great outdoors. This has been another adventure with the James Blackburn Experience. Remember, folks, love, love, hate, hate. Take care of each other. After the adventure is done, I bring back the footage and I copy it to my hard drives. And I say hard drives because I always copy my footage onto 3 different sources so that I don't ever lose any of it. After the footage is copied, I start a project in Adobe Premiere and I start laying out the footage. Now, the way I edit these things is I will lay out all the footage in the timeline in the order that it was shot, because typically I start shooting in the morning and I finish shooting at night, and edit it in order as it happened. So you are truly getting a James Blackburn experience from the start of the day till the end. As I sit here at my desk editing and creating the magic, this is where I really enjoy the behind the scenes, because I get to look at the footage that I captured while I'm editing, and I get to decide, do I keep it? Do I shorten it? Do I edit it some other way? And as I'm going through, I will do my first pass and I will go through all the footage in the order it was shot, and I will shorten it and take out the things I don't need, or speed up the footage that needs to be sped up, like time lapse and that sort of stuff. After the first cut is done, I will go back through and do a second pass on the video and shorten it and clean it up even more. By the time I get done with the second pass of editing, my videos are in pretty good shape. After that, I start writing voiceover, and then I will record my voiceover, and I'll lay the voiceover in, and I'll continue to polish and clean up the entire edit. I'll add music, I'll do color correction, and I'll add my logo, I'll add my opening credits and my closing credits, and then next thing you know, a few hours later, I got me a nice James Blackburn experience that only I can put together as it is.
Remember, folks, life is beautiful if you know where to look. So keep your mind, your eyes, and your heart open. It just might lead you somewhere special. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures. Thanks for watching.